Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Monday Anchor the Light Meditation. So, I hope all of you had a fantastic weekend. And so, before we start, let's ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Hokok Sui Mahagu Jumeling, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so we're going to cover today just to kind of remind everyone because oftentimes we get stuck with things that have happened in the past. I was going through the teachings and I just came across what Lao Tzu said. If you're depressed, you are living in the past. If you're depressed, you are living in the past. Now, of course, he's not talking about clinical depression where someone has, let's say, really, really traumatic experience, or let's say it's a defense mechanism of the body. You talk to a psychiatrist, psychologist, they have certain things saying, oh, brain chemicals are not balanced. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about people who are feeling uh, depressed because of something that happened in the past. Let's say somebody hurt you, or let's say you made a mistake, and there's a tendency to get stuck in the past and not be able to move on forward. So that's what we're dealing with, okay? Just want to be sure, because sometimes when they talk about this, oh, you don't understand, I'm a psychologist and there's this. I know. Try to understand the lesson here. I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, so there's no way for me to talk about it in that context, okay? What he's saying, Lao Tzu said, and at that time, I don't think they have clinical psychologists or psychiatrists at that time anyway, okay? So the point is, when a person is feeling depressed, they are living in the past. When you say living in the past, what does that mean? It means that certain things happened, and whoever this person is feeling depressed is emotionally, mentally stuck at that timeline. And when they're stuck at that timeline, the soul is producing the same thoughts, the same emotions, and which is obviously going to affect their body over and over and over again. That's the point we're talking about. Okay? So let's say in the past, we screwed up. 10 years ago, we did something and we truly realized, like, oh man, I messed up on that one. So that's what you call guilt or beating yourself up, right? And that's it. That is important to a certain extent, because if there is no remorse, well, then we'll do it again. But you go, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. I screamed at that person. I did this. I did that. That's important. Okay, I want to get to that part because I've heard some. I won't call them teachers. I just say I heard some speakers say, remorse is not good because remorse gets you blah blah blah, whatever they say. And I remember my teacher said, no, remorse is good at the right dosage. So the right dosage of remorse makes us go, oh yeah, make it really stick. Like, okay, I messed up on that one. Here's the problem: if you get stuck there and don't move on, then instead of helping you, then it becomes a problem. So that's on ourselves. On other people, it's the same. Let's say somebody has hurt us before, and you vow never to forgive. You know what it did? You just basically nailed yourself to the past. Yeah, but I don't want to forget. That way I don't get abused by this person again. There's a way of retaining the lesson, but not the pain. You see the difference? It's just like, okay, let's say I just oversimplify this. I don't want to make it too complicated. So let's say today or yesterday, you talk to someone and they scream and yell at you and you got emotionally so hurt because they were nasty. Okay? Now, today, tomorrow, a week later, you go, yeah, that person, man, he was so bad. He did this, he said that. So you're feeling it, right? Like, ugh. So I'll make sure that I don't talk to this guy again. Or if I talk to him, whatever you're going to do to mitigate it. 10 years from now, you go, yeah, that person is such a jerk, man. Every time I think of him, it just make me cringe. You're living in the past. Otherwise, the alternative would be, yeah, man, that was something. Talking about unloading crap on me. Okay? So from here on, what I'll do is, if I ever meet or have to talk to this person, these are what things I'm going to do. That's it. Then you move on. You forget about it. You move on. So next time you're going to meet him again, if you're going to meet that person and go, okay, I remember how many years ago this happened? Okay, okay. So I'll just be careful. I'll watch out. I'll make sure not to trigger him. I'll make sure not to say this, or make sure I don't even talk to the guy. Okay, I learned the lesson. That's it. You move on. Otherwise, you know what happens? You're gonna say, "Yeah, I can't believe all these people. They're all like this. They're all treating me bad." Because you know why? You can keeping tabs of all the things that people have done to you. So you're not gonna live in the future at all. You're gonna live in the past, and you're gonna be angry. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna piss off like the world is this, the world is that. And you're gonna blame the world for every problem you have. When in reality, you're not the only person who's gone through it. Many people have, and many of them probably worse than you have. But how come they're continuing with their life? Very simple. They learn how to move on. I've shared with you this countless times. You want to be happy? Learn to move on. Otherwise, you'll be living in the past. Let matters pass. Somebody didn't smile at you, somebody didn't greet you, you go, anyway, let the matter pass. Or if something bad really happened, well, I can't do anything about it. It already happened. So the best I can do is learn from it so it doesn't happen again. Or if it's something that's pretty bad that happened in the past, I go, well, I learned the lesson from it. The key is to make my life better. Move on. Whatever it is that you have to do in your head, move forward. And I'll leave you with this thought, then we'll do our meditation. I remember we were in a retreat one time, a spiritual retreat, and there's a huge audience, and a similar question was asked. They said, "Oh, somebody hurt them in the past, and they can't let go, and they keep anything that happens in the present, they keep going back to what happened in the past." And so they asked us. There was a panel of us, myself and a few of our colleagues, and this person was asking, "What do I do?" And then a few of the people said this, do that, do this, and then they asked me. I'm thinking, okay, it's obvious. I didn't want to give them a long dissertation. So I just said, "Do you drive?" The person said, "Yeah." And you have a windscreen or a windshield, right, that you look out of? They said, "Yeah." And how do you know who's behind you? "Oh, I have this rear view mirror or side mirror, right?" Okay. "Which one's bigger?" They go, "Of course, the windshield." "Why?" "Because I want to see where I'm going." What would happen if you continues just look at your rear view mirror? What would happen? Oh, it's obvious. You'd crash. That's why they're crashing. So in their consciousness, the rear view mirror is bigger than their windshield. So next time you're having difficulty moving forward, ask yourself a simple question. Which one's bigger? Your windshield or windscreen or your rear view mirror? That'll give you an idea how to move forward. Unless you just like driving backwards. Now, this can be looked at it from the soul's viewpoint. The soul's viewpoint is looking at it incarnation by incarnation by incarnation, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. The soul generates good karma and bad karma. Right? To oversimplify, we plant good seeds, we plant bad seeds. So each lifetime, we're trying to enhance the good seeds we planted after it's harvested, right? The good qualities, we were kind to someone, so people are kind to us, so we became even more loving, and so on and so on. So we try to enhance those. The negative seeds or bad seeds we planted in the past, this comes up as pain. So if you're stuck in the past, instead of saying, "Yeah, I screwed up in the past. I did this to someone, so that's why this is happening to me." So the lesson is, so let's say money is the issue. Having money issues. Okay, I must have caused some financial pain to someone sometime in the past. So the lesson to learn is, from here on, I won't steal. I won't hurt anyone financially. I'll be honest with my financial dealings. And to take it one step further, I'll give money to charity. So what you're doing is you're taking the past and you convert it to something better as a springboard to a better future. But the general population, that's not what they do. They go, oh yeah, having financial issues. They start complaining. Yeah, well, it's the banks, it's my job, it's my parents, it's the society, it's this, right? And so because of that, I have to take whatever I can. So even if at work, these pens are free. Yeah, I'll take 20 of them, take it home for me. Yeah, afterwards, I'm entitled, whatever. So in other words, they're still living in the past because they had not learned the lesson from it. So that's from the soul's viewpoint. Make sense? So the soul is destined to have more pain because they're living in the past. They did not learn from the past. But if the soul learned from the past and said, okay, I must have planted some seeds that were not pleasant. That's why I'm having this. How do I course correct? That's how you move on. So this thing about what Lao Tzu said, if you're depressed, you're living in the past, it's a huge, huge topic. Some people get stuck, well, I'm not depressed, so I'm whatever. No, it goes beyond that. You can look at it from the micro, from the day-to-day stuff, learning to forgive yourself, forgive others, and move on. It can also be looked at from the soul's viewpoint when they look at it incarnation after incarnation. It all depends on one thing: how the soul responds to circumstances. As simple as that. If the soul is able to move on, say, well, it happened. I can't do anything about it. How do I convert this to a better day? It moves on. If it sits there and just complain about what happened, some people, they're like that. Like, the proverbial, you see a hamster on a wheel? Just keeps turning and turning, and they keep running faster and faster, but it's going nowhere. That's actually taught in Buddhism. It's called negative repetitive thought. I'll put it in plain English. You're nagging yourself, essentially. But you don't understand. This person hurt me. Okay. And then you're just making the pain deeper. How? By reliving it over and over and over again. Yeah, but if I forget, then I will get hurt again. No. Because all you're going to do, as I said, there's a way to extract the lesson out of it. Okay, what did I learn from this experience? Then, as you move on, if a similar situation happened, whether with this person or somebody else, you go, okay, I now have the awareness that this happened in the past. I'm not allowing it to happen again. Finish. Move on. I shared this in a previous lesson where there's some people, they say, I will never forget. I will do this. I will always remember this person. Okay, it's good to remember the incident so that you don't suffer again because of what happened. But it's something else to retain the pain so much that you carry it with you. Before you know it, you're in a cloud of pain. Then you're totally screwed. You go, oh, that sounds terrible. But it is what it is. Until you realize, I don't do that anymore, it's going to keep happening. I hope you don't mind. I always like to shoot straight, because for me to sugarcoat it, I'm helping you extend your pain. Hopefully it's like a, okay, I'll snap out of it. Exactly. Snap out of it. Get off that wheel. Move forward. So this teaching of Lao Tzu is quite deep. Learn to move on. In your everyday life, in your work, your home, each lifetime. It's part of spiritual evolution. And that is that. Shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to my teacher, Master Talk, Sui Mahaguju Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you for all your blessings in full faith, and so it is. All right. Before we do the meditation, with the world as it is today, so many things are happening in all fronts, right? So what we'll do is we'll do the Great Invocation. because that really pulls a lot of divine energy through us, of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. All right. Tap your crown with your right hand. Put your hand like this. I am that I am. Just be still. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. That is my true nature, the soul, the spiritual self, having an earthly journey, having a body to move around with, having emotions to feel with, having thoughts to think with. But the body, the emotions, and the thoughts are not the I. I am the spiritual self that uses them. I am the soul, the spiritual self. I get to choose how I move my body, what feelings I create, and what thoughts I create. That is the real I. I am the soul, the spiritual self, the Alma, the Atma, the Anima. Be still. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Now just be still. Just leave your awareness above your crown. I am that. That I am. I am that being of radiant light. That being of radiant light am I. I am that. Now just be still. We are one. Now imagine all of us beings of radiant light are inside the big bright sun, of even brighter light. The spiritual sun. God's presence in the solar system, also known as the solar logos in theosophy and other spiritual traditions. Open your hands in blessing. Collectively send a beam of brilliant light through the sun and filling up the entire earth. We will sound the Great Invocation. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. May all beings be blessed with divine intelligence, understanding, wisdom, and discernment. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May all be blessed with peace, with love, with kindness. May all be blessed with divine mercy and divine compassion for all. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. So be it. May all be blessed. May all be empowered with the will to do good. So be it. Not just thinking about it, talking about it, intending it, but actually taking action to be of service to all. So be it. From the center which you call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door while any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth now. so be it. Now just be still, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth, let the blessings flow through us. Blessings of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine willpower. So be it. Bless your home, bless your relatives and friends, your workplace, bless your country, bless the entire earth. Again, from the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. May all be blessed with divine intelligence, wisdom, understanding, and discernment. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May all be blessed with peace, with love, with kindness, with sweetness, with mercy, with compassion for all beings. So be it. Be still and let the blessings of love flow through. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and the spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. So be it. May all be blessed with goodwill, the willingness to do good. So be it. To take action to be of service to all. So be it. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. May it completely, permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. So be it. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Be still and let the blessings keep pouring through us. For the third one of the Great Invocation, just imagine a point of light on top of your head. Just look at that light and listen. The rest will be done for you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May God's messenger of love return to earth. From the center will of God is known. Let purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. So be it. Be still. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. Just keep looking at that light and let everything happen on its own. Bless your family, the people you work with. Bless the people in your city, your country. Let the blessings flow through the entire earth. May all beings, visible and invisible, be blessed. Material and non-material be blessed. May all beings of the air, the ground, the waters be blessed. May all beings be blessed in every dimension and every direction. So be it. Be still. May all be blessed. Now let's chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Be still and let the blessings keep pouring through us. We're just the pipelines. Now lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. We're going to crank up the energy. Just look at that light above your head. The image doesn't have to be clear. It is there. Om. Ahum. Be still and let go. Just look at that light and listen. We'll crank up the energy even more. Om. Ahum. Everything is light. The entire consciousness is swimming in the light. Just let go and let things be. Now. Let go. There is only light. You are that droplet of light in an ocean of light. Let go. Now. Let go. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly, slide back into your physical body. Just gently move your fingers and your toes. That allows you to gently come back to your normal waking consciousness. When you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay, take your time. I hope you had a good experience. That meditation was deep. While you're still in this state, listen carefully. When people say they have expansion of consciousness, they're not expanding anywhere. What expansion of consciousness simply means, now that you're in this state of consciousness, it's easy for you to understand. You talk to everyday people that go, what the heck are you talking about? It's as simple as this. The I, the you, are not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. You are the soul, the spiritual source, a being of pure energy and light that is occupying the body, the emotions, and the thoughts. Make sense? So when you do your deep meditation, you're going back to who you really are. Having that realization, I am this being of light. And when you realize that you are that being of light, you start to notice that all souls are beings of light. And all beings are essentially beings of light. And this light interconnects into the ginormous universal pool of light. And that realization, that's why we use the word, you're like a droplet of light in an ocean of light. You start to realize you're part of this universal ocean of light. That is the real meaning of expansion of consciousness. It's not like, ooh, I went somewhere. You never left. Because you're always there. Take your time. Some of you go, I think I got it, but I feel it more than anything. Exactly. Because intellectually, it's hard to understand from most people. How could I be here and there at the same time? Did I go somewhere? That's the point. You can be many places simultaneously. And that's impossible when you're using Newtonian physics. That's why quantum mechanics is quite interesting, because in quantum mechanics, now it's a bridge between science and spirituality. Then they start to realize, things that move around the material world, they seem to be different in the spiritual world. So this spiritual world and this material world are like this. Quantum mechanics is like a thread connecting the two. That's why some people go, something could be happening one side of the universe, another side of the universe, and it's impossible for one place to send the message to the other side because we're limited with the speed of light. right? 186,000 miles per second. So to send a signal from here to here, even a light year takes 1 year for a light to go from point A to point B, and yet somehow they're able to observe, of course in a micro form, that proportionally, how could that be possible that two things happening at the same time without communicating? This affects this one. They go, Einstein goes, I don't know what it is, but so we call it spooky action. Spooky action at a distance. And quantum mechanics go, yeah, quantum entanglement. What does that mean? Two particles are entangled. Something happening here happens on the other side. How? We have no clue. It just does. And you talk to a yogi starts smiling. Yeah, we call that oneness. All right, anyway. So we will see you in the second session tonight, at least tonight in California time. And for some of you, for whatever reason, won't be able to do it. Wednesday, there will be no Anchor the Light in the morning because I'll be traveling to Florida. And if you haven't signed up, have not taken Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins, get your ass over there. Oh, it's virtual. He comes to you. It's one of the most transformational events I've ever attended. I've attended, I can't remember how many of them already, but in person, I attended 3 of them. And it's just as powerful from the first one till now. Now it's virtual. He comes to your screen. So that starts Thursday, and I'll be there Thursday, and we'll be facilitating meditation on Sunday, myself and, of course, Sage Robbins, which is a great, great blessing. So we'll see you then, if you haven't. Now, on Wednesday night, we're having the full moon meditation, and I'm going to have a special guest. It's going to be a very powerful and extremely loving meditation, and the topic will be the cosmic dance of yin and yang. So namaste. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my beloved and respected teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahaguji Meling, thank you for the great blessings of love, light, healing, guidance, help, and protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so we will see you in the second session. Make sure I press the right button here. Okay. Namaste. We'll see you, and God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.